guys. What's up, what's up, what's up? Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me okay. Hello, hello, hello. Is my lighting okay? Are you guys okay with this? Is everything okay? How are you guys doing? What's up? Hi from Louisiana. Angela, I see you, girl. Hey. Hey, I think that's Dane from South Florida. Hey, girl. Hey, I'm in South Florida too. Good evening from Detroit. Hey, Janice. Hey, 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 hey. And I think we're right on time. It is exactly 8 o'clock. Hi, Brianna from New York. I know a Brianna Parchment. That's so funny. Hello, Michelle from Vegas, Laura from Texas. Hey, girl. Hey, everybody. If you guys ever see me looking at the screen, it's because I wear glasses and I kind of have to squint to see what you guys are saying. But hi, everyone. My name is Ianna. I'm going to be your virtual makeup instructor today with MAKIAGE, and we're going to have so much fun. Today, we are learning about how to keep our foundation on our face and off of our mask. And you guys will be super, super surprised how simple the technique is to keep that from happening or to prevent it, preventative care, because at the end of the day, we are wearing makeup. Yeah, we are wearing makeup. It's something on top of your skin. So, you know, there may be a little, you know, but we're definitely going to keep our mask from looking like a mud field. It can get intense in there. I'm sure everybody can agree. I'm still seeing everybody saying hello, hello, everyone. If you're just getting in, I'm Ianna. I'm going to be your teacher today. Okay, so you guys, so far, I'm going to kind of tuck these little bad boys behind. I have my head band on. So far, all I've done on my face is just wash and moisturize fresh for you guys. You always want to make sure that your face is 100% washed, 100% moisturized, clean, and ready for makeup application, whether you're wearing your mask or not, but you should always wear your mask. So the first thing we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to grab our primer. And I know everybody's like, primer, I always do that. Girl, tell me something new. But we're actually going to be using our primer in a super different kind of way today. A really super different kind of way. I'm looking at what you guys are saying. Hello from Smoky Southern California. Hello. So I'm just getting some primer here on the back of my hand, and I'm using the MAKIAGE No Filter Primer. And you guys, just so you know, all of the products that I'm going to be using today are going to be listed with MAKIAGE. I think there's a link somewhere in the chat. And you guys can also try out everything, or not everything, but about 3 things that I'm going to be using today before you actually buy it. You get a 14-day, if I'm not mistaken, trial with it. You can see if you like it, see if you want it's something you want to use, and go from there. So you guys, all I have right now is primer. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually get my foundation, and I'm going to mix it with my primer, just a little bit though. I know you guys are probably like, what is this girl doing? But trust me, okay? Just trust me. Promise you, it's going to be great. So now that I have a little bit of foundation here and a little bit of primer, I'm going to actually mix these 2 bad boys together. The foundation that I'm using is the Woke Up Like This in 220. Yes, 220. Looks like that. And I'm just going to mix those 2 things together. And it's going to give me a consistency that kind of looks like so. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. It just makes things a little bit less liquid. I low-key forgot my mirror, so I'm going to use you guys as my mirror. So I'm going to first start by just applying this mixture that I have. I'm using the 100 brush from MAKIAGE, and I'm just like patting. I'm using a nice patting motion to blend this in. I love to use a patting motion because it helps with building of coverage, as well as blending everything together. And just so you guys know, I'm super right-handed, so when I get to my left side, if it looks a little weird, I apologize in advance. I love this primer. It makes everything so nice and silky. Okay, so boom. We have that all set on our face, right? Bam. Now, what I'm going to do is utilize some of my powder, and we're going to set this right off the top. Before we do anything else, we are going to set with foundation. Valerie says, OMG, I love the way that blends in. Yes, like I'm obsessed with this foundation and the primer. Everything just blends in so nicely. And I'm telling you, this patting motion is going to change your life, bro. Change your life. So now we're just going to set all of this with our powder. I'm using the Waka Waka Mineralized Baked Bronzer as my all-over powder. And I'm literally just going to set everything. And you'll notice that the shine immediately leaves my face, what little shine there was. And it's going to give us a cute little canvas to start with. So bing, bang, boom. And this is where we're gonna focus. This is the most that we're gonna focus at the bottom part of our face. And what that does is the primer, one, is gonna hold on to whatever color you had, and it's gonna kind of lock it into your face the way that the primer naturally does. So mixing it with your foundation is kind of giving it a friend to hold on to on your face, because that's what the primer generally does. In general, I know I said general twice, it's super weird. But yeah, and then when you put the powder on top of it, generally when you put powder on top of your primer, that extends the longevity of your makeup anyways. So I've found that doing it this way really does help with locking in, one, the color to help even out your skin, as well as just coverage wise. So now the next thing we're gonna do is build up this part of our face, because this is the part of our face that everybody sees nowadays. So we're gonna build up coverage up here. So now what I'm gonna do, we added a little veil of foundation to kind of even everything out. The next thing I'm gonna do is build a little bit more coverage at the upper part of our face. Bear in mind, this is where our mask kind of comes. So we're building right in here. The more product, sorry, that's my powder brush. The more product that you add to an area is the more chances that you have of that area smudging and just getting all over the place. This is our rule of thumb. So I'm just going, using a little bit more of my foundation and building coverage to where I would like it. And then we're gonna hop right into our color corrector and our concealer. So boom. I feel like my light is a little bright. You guys let me know how you feel about that. You changed my life with using the powder to set my primer. I'm so trusting anything you choose today. Oh, I love that. Yes, I'm telling you, primer and powder is where it is at. It is where it is at. Okay, you guys, so now that I have the upper coverage the way that I want it, and you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that up here, it's a little bit more coverage than there is down here, but we're gonna blend everything together in the end so it looks a little bit more seamless. So now I'm gonna hop into my color corrector. This is number 22 from the FIF, I'm Flawless Concealer range. And I'm just going to get a little bit of that on the back of my hand. I know you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, she's putting everything on her hand. Yes, I do. It really does help with the way that you apply things, the amount of coverage that you're gonna get. You can really like tailor it a little bit better, the things that you're putting on your face, to the amount of coverage that you want and the amount that you would use without going overboard or using too less, et cetera, et cetera. So color corrector, I have number 22 here, and I'm gonna teach you guys a little trick with using color color correctors. I know sometimes it can be a little bit scary, especially with like bright colors like this, just slapping it on your face. So what I like to do is add a little bit of foundation. It's a little dot. You guys can see that. And what I do is I mix those two things together. I'm actually going to use my flat concealer brush. This is the number 142 from MAKIAGE. And I'm mixing those two colors together. And you see the orange isn't as bright as it was. It's a lot more toned down and closer to my actual skin tone. Not exactly, it's still gonna color correct like it's supposed to, but it's a lot closer than if I would have just put the orange on my face alone. So I'm adding that right to the area that I feel is a little like so, like that. And then I'm going to take my 140 brush and I'm just going to blend all of this out. And I'm just using a patting motion. Anything that I want to build coverage with, I'm always going to pat that in. That would definitely be my recommendation for anybody who is having coverage issues. Would you use the same technique with green color correction as well? Yes, I would. Personally, I haven't done it with green. I usually use yellow, orange, peach color correctors, but I'm sure that greens as well as purples would have the same effect. It's really just a matter of toning things down opposed to what the actual color, how the color actually looks on the skin, because we're still going to cover with concealer after this. And I just want to add a little bit more, a little perfectionist thing that I have going on here. And that's good. Boom. It looks like I got sleep last night, even though I didn't. Bam. So the next thing we're going to do is our concealer, like regular. Yeah, Valerie, definitely give it a try. Like, it's something that I live by. Color correctors with a little bit of foundation, especially if you're doing a wake up and makeup type of thing, really quick out the door, you just want to look alive. One of the best things that you can possibly do. So now we're going to add our concealer. I am using number 15 from the FIF I'm Flawless concealer range, number 15. Oh my gosh, guys, this is looking really good. Have y'all ever looked in the mirror and it's like, oh, it's cute. It's looking really good, guys. All right, so now I have a napkin that you guys can't see, but I'll show it to you. Boom. I always keep one near me because I like to wipe off my brushes in between uses so that way we don't have colors bleeding out. So the color corrector is not a concealer. So confused. Okay, Elena, let's talk about it. Color correctors and concealers. No, they are not exactly the same thing. However, they generally have a similar coverage, if you will, and you will find that color correctors are often offered in the same formula as a concealer because they're generally applied around the same time. I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer while I tell you this. So color correctors are the best friend that you kind of didn't know you needed for your concealer, but they truly do belong together. And the more you separate them, is just the sadder life is. So color corrector, what it does, it helps to correct the color, clearly, under your eye or just in any space where you feel like your skin is uneven or you need to balance anything. I don't know if you guys have ever had a situation where you put concealer under your eye and it's like, it's not quite covering. You see what the concealer is doing, but it's not exactly what you needed. That is because the darkness under your eye is pushing through such an intense color that the concealer itself doesn't have enough color power. Not that it doesn't have coverage, it doesn't have color power to combat the color that the under eye is pushing through. So it kind of creates this gray cast. That's where color corrector comes in, so that it's kind of the bridge, if you will, in between the darkness under your eye and the color that you really want your under eye to be. If that makes sense so far, definitely let me know. I'm going to check again, guys. I do wear glasses, so I don't see everything immediately. Let me see. You explained that so well. Okay, good. So you guys are following well. All right, so based on what I've just said now, when you apply your color corrector under your eye, as you guys can see, it is going to kind of give you a clean canvas to start with. Something that you can put as many highlights, like right now, if I added an intense highlight under my eye, it wouldn't come off so stark and gray because I have a color corrector under there kind of, commingling and balancing everybody out, keeping everything smooth and copacetic, all of that. And that's pretty much what a color corrector is. I hope, Elena, that explanation helped you out because color corrector truly is a step in your foundation routine that you should totally take. Sis, I'm taking notes right now. Yes, Valerie. Come on, notes. I'm with it. Okay, you guys, so we have our under eye looking concealed. We're happy, we're healthy, we're drinking water, we look alive, right? So now what we're gonna do is set it in. We're setting this again. Literally, you wanna make sure that you are setting everything for dear life. Powder is your friend. For my girls that are a little bit dry out there, it's a tough season. I love you, honestly, I do. But you got to get into the powder if you want things to stay where they are. Definitely recommend a mineral powder. Those are a little bit softer on dry skin. It's not as intense, but get into the powder situation. So we're going to go back in with our Waka Waka, or that's what I'm using, mineral bronze. And this works for my all over set. So do not fret. And I'm going to start by setting under my eyes first. I just want to set just like that. Note that I am pressing the powder into my skin 100%. Always pressing. Always, always, always pressing. Bam. Nice, smooth look. And then now we're going to get the big swirl. Now we're going to get a big swirl and we're just going to set down below again. Bring everybody together. We're all friends here. We all hang out. We look normal under my mask. And notice I'm spending a lot of time down in this area. Why? Because I want to make sure that it is as matte and unmoving as possible. She did it on top of the foundation. She mixed it. Okay. Yes. Oh, which brush am I using? Oh, Angela, you're so right. This is the 112 brush. You guys definitely can't see that. But this is the 112 brush from MAKIAGE. It's a multitasking brush. You can use this bad boy for a lot of things. I've been using it to contour. I've been using it as blush. I've been put that thing on everything. Yes, you can. And this makes me happy. This right here makes me happy. I think that I'm good. I see my light is doing something weird. I hope you guys are seeing this properly. Taking out my little tendrils here. And this is the vibes, I believe. Yes. From here, you guys, the very last thing that I would do is set it with our happy hydrating spray setting spray. I had to make sure that it was hydrating, but yes. Boom. And that immediately takes away that like uber powdery look. I know sometimes when we do powders, it can make us a little fearful because it's like, wow, that's so much powder. I'm going to be ashy. I'm actually going to do a little bit more on this side. Yeah, I'm obsessed with setting spray. But now we're back to happy. And once this all settles down, and even though I'm going to be really honest with you guys, this is a hydrating spray, so it's not going to dry you out, but I'm not going to flex. It definitely dries down like satin finish. If you guys know, if you know satin, you know, it's just not, it's not that it's super hydrating. It's not that it's matte either. It's just like a very healthy skin finish. And that's why I absolutely love this. But this is what we have going on, you guys. So I actually finished a lot quicker than I thought. So let's do some Q&A time. I love talking to you guys. I was just about to ask about the setting spray. Is that good for oily skin? You please like, bear with me if I say your name wrong, but is it Fajra? If so, that's really pretty. Love it. But yeah, this is actually great for oily skin, the setting spray. I have oily skin, like grease slick fish grease oily skin, but no fear. That means we're going to stay young forever. Oily skin, stand up. But it's actually great for us. I haven't had any issues as far as oil throughout the day. What I've shown you guys is like my updated foundation routine. So I've gotten great results with that thus far. So that's my answer on that. It looks amazing, looking good. Got a glow, sis? Yes. Come on, healthy skin. I drink water. I got a glow. The best spray to set everything. Best can't beat it. Yep, this is the bomb. Looks so natural. Thank you so much. I definitely aim for skin to be the win. I'm going to scroll up and see what else you guys are talking about. You're the most knowledgeable host I've seen all week. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Love you. Color corrector is essential for discoloration. Yes, it is. I love all my color corrector people. And it seems like you guys are knowing a lot. Shout out to everyone who's helping in the chat. If you guys have any more questions, definitely drop them. I'm here to answer them. Things that we can also talk about as far as face goes. Now is the time to bust out the blush, you guys. Do it. If you've never worn blush or you're somebody who relies like on the lip, that's done. Pop of color is on the cheeks, you guys. I'm telling you. MAKIAGE has a range of beautiful blushes that you guys can totally get into. And I'm telling you, thank me later, but blush is the new lipstick. Hashtag COVID. Blush is the new lipstick. Get you a nice dusty rose moment. Get you a nice highlight because this is what we look like to everybody. This is how we look. This is all they see. Get into it, you guys. I'm telling you, 100% blush highlighter. That's the new lipstick. Okay, if you know what this means, you know what this means. It is the new lipstick, 100%. I'm not seeing, oh, there we go. Oh no, I'm not seeing any new questions or comments. I hope that my moment isn't stuck. But as I was saying, blush, get into it. Dusty rose, great color. There's another color and it's in my head. I have it, but I don't want to leave you guys to go grab it. Didn't think I would be talking about this, but it's this beautiful orange color. MAKIAGE, if you guys know the color I'm talking about, it's a beautiful orange color and it has like these gold flecks in it. Please drop that right now because the people need to know. If you are my skin color, it works for all skin colors really, but like my skin tone, you need it in your life. Please, you guys, drop that color for me. I don't think my chat moment is working because it's not loading and I actually can't see what you guys are saying, unfortunately. I'm so sad because I truly enjoy talking to you guys. But please drop that color for me. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much what I have. I really wish that I could see what you were saying. I'm going to scroll back and see if there was any questions that I may have missed and could have answered for you guys. But I don't think I'm really seeing any. No, I am not. That is so unfortunate, you guys. I'm so sorry. Truly, I am. But if you have any questions that you are truly pressing and I didn't get to see them here, you guys can check me out on Instagram and drop the questions there. I'll be more than happy to answer. My Instagram is beauty.nigis, beauty.nigis. That's BEAUTY.NIGIST. Or you can also go to the MAKIAGE Instagram or, down below, and we can answer any questions. If you want to ask me one specifically, like I said, my DMs are open, y'all. Feel free to reach out, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you guys. Again, my IG is at BEAUTY.NIGIST. And I know we have about 5 more minutes, but I really can't see. I'm trying to refresh and see if I can see what you guys are saying. but I can't. I'm so sad about that. I really can't. So I'm going to go ahead and log off, you guys. If you would like to, again, ask me any questions that I unfortunately could not see or didn't get into today, please, please, please DM me on IG at BEAUTY.NIGIST. I'll be more than happy to answer them there. I hope you guys enjoyed my little COVID foundation routine. I hope you guys get the best out of it. Definitely send me any selfies that you guys may have taken. If you guys do try it out, let me know the reviews. I'm sure that your faces are going to be absolutely flawless and amazing under that mask. Love you to the moon and back. See you later. Bye.